Hey there folks, welcome to another Railroader video. Now I have been diligently working on my Railroader career and we are about to expand this thing we call a railroad company all the way to Andrews. We are on the way, but something recently very cool happened from the developer of Railroader, and AI passenger trains were made nearly fully autonomous. So no more putting flares down, having to babysit passenger trains. Now some of you may be into the whole passenger aspect, and that's totally fine. That doesn't mean anything is going to be taken away from you. You can still run passenger trains and stop and all that good stuff as long as you like. So we're currently on my thick Civic with 5 cars in tow here, and we're starting to head up the mountain just on the other side of the Tuckasegee River. And our first stop right up here is going to be Hemingway. So this is my first test to see if this thing in fact do be stopping at a station all by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the engine just to show that it is in fact in road. So it's currently set to AI. Now you'll see in the bottom of the box here where it says station stops, stop when passing. So I have not seen this in action yet. So me very excited to see if this is actually a thing. So we'll go ahead and skip time a little bit. We'll get down at the station and see what happens. Alright guys, here we are. We are currently at Hemingway Station, as you can see there on the sign. And that's kind of the top of the grade. The train should be coming over that any moment, as you can see on the map right here. So again, it's currently set to AI. I am very excited to see if this is actually a thing, because I like operating freight, and passenger stuff kind of gets in the way, blocks traffic, blocks, lines up and things like that. And bam, look at that, man. So it says stop and passing status, station stop, Hemingway Station. Hell yes. All right, so let's see what happens. It is hauling ass up the hill there, 33 mile an hour. Let's see when it starts braking. All right, throttle's coming off. The sound is doing the weird space warp thing that happens on occasion. Closer you get, the more it kind of stops. There we go. So that's 1 car in. 2 car in. Only got 3 more. Number 4. See what happens here. Full break. AI engineer arrived at Hemingway Station 10:30 in the AM. Let's see if they embark and disembark of their own volition. There's generally not a whole lot happening at Hemingway. It says there's 29 waiting. We should get something. Let's see. They should disembark. Yeah. 59, 60. Like I said, this is kind of a bad area to test this. Hemingway's kind of weird. Let's click the car. All right, so Hemingway is ticked. So I guess nobody was really getting off for Hemingway, but they were getting on. So it says they are waiting. Let me hit the copy to couple just to make sure again. So it's to every single car. We'll get up in the air. Got 25, 25, 59, 60, 84, 84. 59, 60, and 60, 60. So this thing is filled out. Pretty much nobody can get on right now. So it did stop. This is kind of a bad place to test this, because this is one of the smallest stations. You can still make money here, but I think one of the least amounts of money you can make is at one of these stations here. So the next one that we'll try, of course, is Alarka Junction. Cochrane's pretty decent. And then, of course, down into the Alarka Valley. And we'll get down to Alarka. That should be a good amount. So I'm not sure how the AI thing is going to work. So let me show you my map here. So I've got the Alarka branch, right, which I very much like. This is like my favorite part of doing stuff right now in Railroader. I've gone through Brooks. I've gone across the Fontana Reservoir, or lake, whatever you want to call it. There is Almond. You can make some decent money there right along the lake or the river. There's Wesser, and then we're going down to Nantahala. So that is the end of the line. So I'm kind of at a loss. I'm like, what do I do right now? I don't want to go through and tick every single box because I'm not sure where the hell the train's going to go. I believe you still have to route the train. So we will test that as well. Because will it continue south down to Alarka Junction, or will it continue on down the line going west to Nantahala? So let's go ahead and set this thing off and see what's what here. So I'm a bit confused. So like the train stopped, right? I didn't have to set the flare down, but when does it leave? Oh, there we go. We did get money. Okay, is the train gonna leave? How does that work? Because the whole point is for it to continue, right? That's crazy. I didn't think we were going to get any money there. That took a minute. So now every car is just about filled up. All right, so let's click on this again. Passenger. Let's see. So we have Alarka Depot, Cochrane Station, and Alarka Junction. And now Hemingway is off the bill. So let me copy it a couple just to be safe. Okay, so yeah, it's still sitting here. I figured it would just keep going. But alas, the issue with this whole thing, if that is the case, if it does take off after a stop, is if you're into passenger stuff and you want the maximum amount of money for passenger operations, you generally want to stay at a station for a while, right? So, you know, what's it going to do? Is it going to hang out for a while? Is it going to take off? I'm honestly not totally sure here. So let's see. We'll click the engine. Orders. Yeah, so it still says status, station, stop. So I'm not sure what the hell's going on there. It's still set to auto, or AI, obviously. But yeah, it says stop when passing. So does that continue? Let's check our line up here. Yeah, it is lined up. Okay, good deal. All right, so we'll let this kind of stew for a minute. And we will take a look at the patch notes, which may allude to something. Okay, so we're still here at Hemingway. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Steam patch notes. So we'll just jump over to that real quick. 2024 2.0 is now available. So, of course, the biggest thing, which, by the way, this came out February 3rd, so yesterday, at almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't see it till way late in the day. But anyway, first things first, AI Engineer now makes passenger stops at stations matching selected stops on coaches in its train. This can be disabled in the company window setting. The minimum stop duration can also be set. Okay, so there you know. That's why it is very much important to read things. So let's go ahead and take a peek. We'll go back to this. We'll do that. Right. Okay. Company. Railroad. Where's this done? Employee. Equipment. Finance. Milestones. Locations. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on a second. I gotta find where the hell this is at. That's not it. No. Where is it at? Oh, it's probably in the features deal. Yeah, there we go. So it's in the features. So your main, deal, and you click features. So, it's where your interchange stuff is and all that. So auto engineer, AI, crossing signal, check, passenger stops, check. So minimum stop duration, 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and just bring that right on down to 3. And hot damn, it's them soggy bottom boys. It's taken off again. There it is. That is awesome. All right. So, in lieu of that, you may want to take note where your passenger trains are. So if they're in bigger areas, you want to make maximum amount of money and keep the passengers in the towns happy. Adjust that accordingly. Now, what would be neat, hear me out, is if the developer somehow listed every single station right in that features tab, and then by each one, then it has passenger stop duration. So like Silva, 30 minutes, Dillsboro, 30 minutes, Wilmot, 5 minutes. Whittier, 30 minutes, so on and so forth. See what I'm getting at? So that would kind of be cool. All right, so let's try some fun stuff now. We're at Alarka Junction, right? Now, I'm assuming you're still very much going to have to control your tracks. So in the coaches, as you saw, I have it set to go down the Alarka branch. So Alarka Junction, Cochrane, and then Alarka. So let's go ahead and normalize the switch and see what happens. See if the train stops. See if it keeps going. Oh, no, but a problem with that. Hold on, this isn't a good area. So there's platforms on both sides, so it'll still stop. I'm an idiot. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's throw it back. Now it should roll on into Alarka Junction here, just like Hemingway. Nice and gentle-like, not too crazy on the brakes or anything like that. All right, now it's going to do its 3-minute stop, so we will marinate here for a moment. And let's go ahead and open this back up to the other bits and bobs. So it says it also added interactive headlight controls to engines in observation car and can adjust adjusted headlight shortcut behavior to match, allowing dimming both front and rear. Okay, so does that mean I can actually use my observation car now? Because that would be pretty rad. So before, the only way you could use the lighting in that is if you went into the sandbox mode and then set it, I think. So let's see, let's click the car. Select. Let's see if there's anything different in here. Nay. All right, but so we have it selected, right? So let's hit the J key. See what happens. The headlight key. Nothing. Okay. Still not sure how that works. Let's try this. All right, I'm going to take control of the locomotive. Orders Manuel. Select. And we're going to go in reverse real quick and just really tick off these passengers here. $360 at Alarka Junction. I'll take it. Now we're hitting the J key. Huh. So it's still not... It's still not illuminating. Okay, that's kind of weird. Hold on, let me read that again. Added interactive headlight controls to engines and observation car. An adjusted headlight shortcut. Okay, so is this not fixed unless you're only in sandbox mode? I'm thoroughly confused. We're learning together. We are learning together. All right, let's select it again. Select. I don't see anything extra on there. Equipment. Let's look at the customize. Yeah, I don't see anything different on that. Passenger. Operations. No. Okay, weird. All right, let's go to the locomotive. Select. Equipment. Customize. Yeah, nothing different on there. Huh. I don't know. Maybe the observation light still only works in sandbox mode unless there's another key. So next best thing would be to go to your table of contents. We'll go to control. All right, let's look through here. Let's see, track equipment, headlight. I see nothing. I see nothing. So, so does it? It's so confusing, man. All right, let's hit select. So I am selected on the observation car again. I hit the J key. Yeah, nothing's happening. Shift J. Nothing. H. That's the whistle. B. Huh. I don't know. Let's go over here and try and click on stuff. I don't know. If you guys have figured it out, please. Oh wait, hold on. What's this? Headlight control dim and full. There's a switch. Hot dang. There it be. All right. So it's a switch. Yes, I'm sure a lot of you, watching are like, Jesus, he just now figured it out. But yeah, there you go. So it's a switch. I don't know if that can be bound or not, but that is awesome. Because you weren't able to use this headlight on the observation car unless I think you were in sandbox mode or something like that. Anyway, let's keep this thing rolling on down to Alarka. All right, then, guys, I set it back to AI and the light is still on. So it's just a manually controllable deal, I guess, which is kind of cool. It's not the end of the world that it's not bound to a key. Maybe it is, and I'm just not looking in the right spot yet. But we'll see if this thing stops at Cochrane. And down to Alarka, we'll leave it at like the 3-minute stops until we get to Alarka, of course. And then see what happens down there. So what I'm going to try to do is when it does get to Alarka, I'm going to unnormalize the track and see if it'll just continue or if it'll stop like, hey, the track is supposed to be lined into Alarka. All right, then, in the nice, luxurious observation car now. And let's go ahead and open this once again. Adjusted how long loading industries order cars should result in fewer unnecessary cars. Okay, added whistle volume preference. So that's in your options as well. Under the sound tab, you can choose how high or how low your whistle volume is, of course. Added AI setting to disable crossing signaling. So that's, if the AI is going down the track and it's coming across a level crossing, it'll, blow the horn, whistle, and the bell. You can turn that off if you'd like. Added VSync setting in place of limit FPS to 60 setting. AI now announces low fuel levels. That's cool. So now you know ahead of time instead of the train just dying somewhere. That is very neat. Removed implicit gamepad movement binding to prevent unexpected input camera drift. Instead, please use Steam controller support to bind your gamepad to the movement keys. Fixed AI order panel showing track speed and not lower ordered speed limit. Fixed Andrew signaling, so some CTC stuff. Fixed Wilmot station icon position. Fixed Walker branch trestle alignment. Regraded bottom. Fixed high tree density, causing trees to excessively encroach upon the right-of-way. I don't remember that at all. In fact, I'm all about not getting rid of trees personally. The more this map is opened up, the better it looks. That's just... it's basically a fact. Coal loaders no longer load cars not owned by your railroad. Fixed Robinson Gap, not loading cars if they already contain coal. I kind of remember something like that. Fixed issue affecting some milestones which require cars of ballast. Fixed offline passenger players and multiplayer counting towards total. Overhead camera no longer stops following a car with a simple click. That's nice, because I like that a lot. It's a very simple thing, but that's nice because I remember, you'd select a car to follow and you'd kind of zoom out or like click maybe the wrong thing to move the camera, and then all of a sudden, boom, the train's gone. You got to chase it down and click it again, if you know what I mean. And lastly, B65 is now large curve radius. D46 is now medium curve radius. So along with this, there was also another little quick patch shortly after. We'll take a look at that as well. All right, and here's the follow-up patch to the patch 2024.2.1. So it says reduce damage on collision, particularly at speeds below 10 miles an hour. That is nice. I've run into quite a few not so awesome instances where, you might not have had some rail cars clear of the switch or something like that, and you're just kind of eking by, and then it's like an explosion goes off and the cars, just end up, rubber banding halfway across the map, basically. Bit sarcastic there. It doesn't go that far, but you get what I'm saying. So that's nice. I believe that's been fixed. AI yard mode, adjust behavior when coupling to a cut. Doubled clickable distance for fusees. Hell yes. I very much like that as well. P18 fixed headlight control position. And C25 fixed seat order on control O. So those are the patches. The big one, obviously, is the AI engineer. This thing is mega, mega, mega. So last thing we're going to do, we're going to check and see if the AI behavior will still kind of follow up and try and go to the next station, or if it'll just continue on down the track, because it knows where it's got to go, right? But I think the way it is it's just set with station stops. So if that station stop happens to be on the line that it's lined through, then it will stop. If it's not, it will continue. So we'll see what happens. All right, now, folks, we are down at the end of the line at Alarka Depot, nestled in the Foggy Valley. And there's the depot, or the station, obviously. Now, that line there is the passenger station, which, you know, embarks and disembarks passengers for your passenger train. I have the line set to this line, which I believe will not serve passengers. So I just kind of want to test the AI. Here comes the old thick Civic now. It should be rounding the bend completely in just a second, and then it should switch over. Oh boy, it looks like she's speeding up. What are you doing? The switch, slow down, man. Let's see what happens. Oh, hot damn, 30? Look at that thing leaning, man. Good night. Holy crap. All right. So let's see what happens. It's just going to keep on going. Now, you know, it's supposed to stop, right? I have it selected to stop. It's still an AI, obviously. Let's see what happens here. Now, I do have a switch misaligned down there, so it should not go past that. It should still stop, but I want to just, you know, for shizzies and gizzies, scientific purposes, see what will happen. See if it like says something like, hey dingus, this isn't the right line, etc. Where are you going? Alright, stop for switch lined against us. What the heck? Okay. I was like, what is it doing? What are you doing? It's possessed. It's a demon. Maybe that's like an alert that's like, hey, you're not in the right area. You got the wrong thing aligned or something like that. So I guess it's just going to keep doing that. That's kind of weird. But anyway, so yeah, it doesn't do anything different. So moral of the story here is you definitely... Why does it keep whistling and doing the bell? It's creeping me out a little bit. So moral of the story is you still need to have your lines lined up. The train will still follow the line in your switches. Wherever you have the line set, the train will still continue. It's not going to know where to go, but if it's going along the line and those stations or depots just happen to be on that line and the box is ticked, it will stop. So just a quick update, guys. I'll put the patch notes down below where you can go and take a look at those for yourself. If you figured any kind of little things out, please let me and others know down in the comments as usual. And that is it for today, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye.